Abby Cushman. I'm the Director of Operations at Vega Vitality, and this is my mom, Sharon Cushman, and Doodles. And we're here today to do Vega's next series, which is an interview so that you guys can get to know us a little bit better. Chantal and Tina and all the girls are really good at technology, but we aren't. So we're just gonna go with the flow and try to do this in one take. So sorry if we stumble, but we're gonna get through it. So we're real here and authentic at Vega, and we're gonna just do it. Okay, Mom, you ready? Do you want to go first?
Okay. All right. What exactly do you do at Vega, Abby?
So I am the Director of Operations. I deal with all the day-to-day operations at Vega. And so that's what I do. You don't see me often. I work from home a lot because there's not a lot of space at Vega where treatments aren't happening in treatment rooms, but I work from home and then I come in one day a week to have meetings and see the girls who I love so much.
All right, and so how does your day look now that we're in quarantine?
It looks a lot like it did before quarantine. What I'm doing is a little bit differently. I'm doing loan applications for small business, and so there is some differences, but as far as how it looks, I go to my same home office and I work lots of hours, and I'm very quiet on my section or down that section of the house. So.
All right, and what should be on your to-do list that's not on your to-do list?
Everything's on my to-do list. I have lists. I'm the queen of lists. So everybody who knows me knows that there's calendar invites and lists when it comes to me. So
that's true. That's true. All right, now what treatments have you had yourself at Vega?
What treatments have I not had at Vega? So I've had most treatments at Vega. I love to be the model. So when the girls come in and say, oh, we're having a training or there's something new, I'm always the first to volunteer. I love Vivace, obviously Botox, filler. The only thing I haven't had is all therapy, and I would love to get to that at some point. I would love there's a eye lift that you do with Botox, which I've been hoping to try out, so maybe when we get back into the office.
Okay. What treatment at Vega do you think that everyone should have?
Well, maybe not everyone, but cheek filler is my favorite. Cheek filler was my favorite treatment I've ever had at Vega, and it really helped to pull up these lines here, and so these lines went away, and it's like magic. So,
what makes Vega special to you?
I think the most special part about Vega is that I get to work with my friends, and one of my best friend is Ashley, and she's also my boss. So that's a really special thing for me.
And what are you currently inspired by?
I think I'm inspired by all the people who are working so hard to do whatever it takes to make the world a better place right now. Nurses, people who are delivering our Whole Foods delivery, anyone who's out there making it happen for the people who are at home doing their part to flatten the curve. It's really important, and all of our nurses that work also at the ICU, Jenny and Tina, we have really a special place in our hearts for them because they're doing God's work. So I'm super inspired by them.
Okay, here's kind of a different question. What's one word you would use to describe Tiger King?
Horrendous. I think that is my one word. Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll move on. What are you currently reading?
I am currently reading Untamed by Glennon Doyle. I'm obsessed with Glennon Doyle. I watch her daily check-ins on Instagram. If you need some inspiration, go find Glennon Doyle. She's awesome, and I love her books.
Okay, and what are you watching when you have a minute?
When I'm not working, at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm watching Arrested Development. I'm behind the curve. Everyone, I think you don't know. You're behind the curve.
I'm really behind the curve.
But it's been on for years, and I'm obsessed with Jason Bateman, and I have no idea how I missed it, and so I'm trying to catch up on all 5 seasons. So I have plenty to watch.
And what do you miss most being on quarantine?
Miss Straw's steak and mashed potato pizza. No, but honestly, people, just being able to hug people and be around people and kind of just not only have a Zoom, but like be able to have an actual catch up over a bottle of wine and give people a hug. So that's what I miss.
Okay. And what's the most positive part of the quarantine that you can think of?
I think I'm getting a lot done. Like, I'm being very efficient, and I'm checking a lot of boxes for things that I just don't get a chance to get to. So that's been really nice to feel like I'm actually getting to that part of the, you know, we have the quadrants like urgent and important. There's always one that's like not urgent and not super important. So I've been getting to that box, and it feels good. So.
Okay. And what's some advice that you would give to people to help them make it through this quarantine?
I think one of the meditations that I listened to that I thought was the most helpful was a woman talked about how we shouldn't be necessarily positive, because being positive and trying to be really positive in a time where there's a lot of fear and uncertainty takes a lot of energy. And so what she thought we should do is just be calm and just try to be calm. So that's what I would say to do. Try to be calm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so good job, Mom. Okay, so now it's your turn. Mom comes to Vega, obviously, super supportive. So what is your favorite part of Vega?
Let's see, I think my favorite part is when I walk in, everyone's so friendly, and I know that no matter what treatment I'm going to get, and I've been lucky enough to be a model a couple of times, I know that it's going to be done with the most knowledgeable people, and I just put my trust in them, and I haven't been disappointed at all, and I've had quite a few of their treatments.
Yes, you have. So what is your favorite treatment?
I would have to say my favorite is Vivace.
You love the Vivace.
I love the Vivace. It just, I think you see instant results, and it just makes you feel like your skin is glowing, and it firms and tightens right away. So I really do like the Vivace.
Okay. Where are you quarantining? Where are we?
We are at home in Groton, Massachusetts.
Yes,
and
in the country.
Yes, in the country. And we go out once or twice a day for our daily walks, because what I'm finding is that even though at work I thought I was fairly sedentary, I'm really sedentary now, being here at home. So I think trying to remember to move every day has been something that's been huge for us. And we've been going out as a family walking, so that's been fun too.
I got on the family walk yesterday, which was big.
Yeah.
What have you been cooking or baking?
Oh, let's see, I've tried a couple of new recipes, plant-based recipes, because we try to eat as much plant-based whole foods as we can. So I think one of my favorites, well, two of my favorites actually, has to satisfy the sweet tooth, has been blondies, made with all natural ingredients, and spice cake that we made that was excellent as well. Yeah.
Mom's very good about being on a plant-based diet. Dad and I try.
Not so much.
Not so much. That steak and mashed potato pizza. But yeah, so what is another, one thing that another person here is doing to drive you crazy? That's a good question, Marwa.
Yeah, I don't think we're driven crazy at all, and maybe because of the layout of the house. Abby's dad goes in one room and closes the door and works all day. Abby's down in her section of the house and she closes the door and works all day, and I've learned to kind of just speak when spoken to, because they are working.
Yes,
and,
work from home.
And I've been doing some work from home myself, so I think,
we're far apart,
yeah,
which is a luxury. We
yes.
could absolutely be
on top of
I
each
could
other.
have come here to quarantine and we could have all been in a very tight spot. So this is
it's
a
worked
good
for us so far.
What is the first thing you're gonna do when you get out of quarantine?
Oh, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to Jonna and have my hair done.
Jonna Newberry, we love you, Jonna.
Yes,
we miss you.
love you, Jonna.
Mom's rocking her roots. She's all about it. So we're waiting for you until we get out of this so you can fix this up. I'm lucky I went in right before all this happened. So
And the second thing I'm doing is coming to Vega for Vivace.
yes, there you go. Awesome. Well, thanks, Mom. I appreciate you doing this with me. This is, I know, not your favorite thing, but we're doing it for Vegas.
It's fun.
So
It's
thanks,
fun.
everyone. Hope you
Bye.
stay safe and healthy.
Stay safe.